Anything can trigger my son. If I tell him no, he'll explode. One time we were in the car, he wanted French fries from a fast food restaurant, and I told him no. He became so upset, he began kicking the seats and threatening to open the car doors and jump out if I didn't stop and get him his French fries. And he began pulling my head back so that I couldn't see when I was driving. He was cursing at me, calling me names, very defiant. I ended up going to the fast food restaurant and got him the French fries because it was a choice between, do I want to survive this trip or not? My son is getting much bigger and stronger these days, and I have had to call the police so many times just to help me restrain him. I've had to call the police at least 50 times. They usually have to call for backup. He kicks and fights the officers just as he does with me. There are many times that I've had to text my neighbor to call the police when he's having his episodes, because if he thinks that I'm calling the police, he will escalate. One time when I texted my neighbor, he saw me texting and he attacked me with twice the force. He grabbed me by my hair and he tried to pin me to the floor. I went in my room and he kicked the door in and he broke a bookshelf in half. When the police arrived, he attacked the police officers. He attempted to grab one service weapon. It took about 11 officers to get him out of my apartment to the hospital, and it took them about an hour to do so. A few of them came in, it looked like they had riot gear on.
DJ's Ann Harley says Victoria is the main trigger.
I love my nephew with my entire heart. When DJ is not having one of his episodes, he is the sweetest angel you will ever meet. He has a heart of gold. My nephew, when he's angry, it is like he is a zombie. He completely checks out and something else takes over. One time when I was helping my sister with an episode with my nephew, I ended up catching the brunt of the violence. My sister, her blood pressure shot through the roof and she collapsed. My nephew gave me this look. He reached over my sister and punched me in the face twice. Just pop, pop really quick. He gave me 2 black eyes, a fractured eye socket, and sprained my thumb. Another time, my sister, my daughter, and I had to lock ourselves in the bathroom because he was trying to get to us and hurt us. My sister Victoria is always expecting the worst out of DJ. DJ will never get better as long as my sister doesn't change. I think that because of her trying to avoid DJ's episodes, that she has taught him that she can very easily be a pushover, and he knows that he's in control.
You've had a good relationship with him for a lot of his life, right?
Yes.
But then he's also punched you in the face. What triggered that?
DJ was having an episode, I can't remember exactly why, but my sister called me for help, and I went to her to help, and she collapsed into my arms, and my nephew looked at me as if I just killed his mother. So I believe that in his head, he thought it was my fault, and he snapped on me. He reached over her body and just pop, pop, right in each eye.
You have a 10-year-old daughter.
I do.
How is he with her?
He loves her to death, and there have been 2 times over the years that he slapped her, but then yesterday, something happened that I've never seen happen before. Out of the blue, while we were in the vehicle, he jumps up and starts choking her and then started holding her down by her throat and punched her repeatedly in the side of the head. And he just collapsed after it was said and done and kept asking, why did that happen? I don't know what just happened.
What was her reaction to this?
Oh, she was hysterical and she had a panic attack and was screaming. I had to pull her out and calm her down. It was a lot.
All right, well, this morning, Victoria flat out refused to even drive to the studio with her son, fearing another incident. So what is it about Victoria that upsets DJ so much? Well, we're going to meet him, and I'm going to ask him about that after the break. Well, hey, it's me, and thank you so much for watching. And while I have you, do you have a story or a question for me? If so, trust me, I want to hear from you. Click on the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on. You just might end up right here on the show. And of course, don't forget to subscribe. Click that little red button below. You know you want to. What are you waiting for? Do it.